everybody? It's Batman, and we're going to be checking out swagkage's video. It's very short, it's not too long. It's titled New Official Naruto Manga Announced, You Pick Who. So basically there's a poll that's out right now that, all the characters are basically utilized, and you can be able to pick whoever, you want to get more, information out of. So basically, what's it called? Whoever basically gets the most votes is going to have a whole manga written about them, you name it. We don't know what's going to be shown or what's going to be given, but obviously it's better than nothing, and there's tons of questions that we have that are unanswered. There's tons of off-screen, information that we were never given, and there's tons of characters that a lot of people wish we had more background knowledge or just more screen time, and you name it, whether if it was manga, anime, whatever. Some examples, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Sakuma Hatake, Kakashi's father, it'd be absolutely incredible to get some feats and showings from him to see why he was so feared, why he was, considered like a legend, and basically why he had statements that basically, stated that he was, completely on a whole other level, even surpassing the legendary Soning, things like that, you name it. So it'd be absolutely incredible to see things with him. That'd be really cool. Obviously, to get a little more of Minato stuff, that would be awesome as well. To be able to see, Shishiri, to see everything that he did in the wars and why he had such a legendary reputation, you name it. That would be really incredible. So we're able to get more feats, more showing, you name it, with him. Maybe how exactly he awakened, his Mingekyo, you name it, and his Sharingan. So that'll be really badass as well. Then you have characters, Fagaku. That'd be really awesome to see more of him, see everything that he could do, you name it. That would be really badass, you know what I mean? So there's tons of characters, there's tons of examples, to even see like how Tobirama came up with making forbidden jutsu, like as the Edo Tensei, shadow clones, you name it. That would, the Flying Raijin, that would be absolutely incredible to see how this motherfucker was smart enough to come up with techniques like that. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so like there's so much, there's so many examples, and I'll get a little bit more into depth with anything that I can kind of think of, and that'll be incredible. Eventually, I'm gonna be eventually there'll be videos that I'll be doing of like that'll be kind of titled Shinobi Legends, and basically what that type of Naruto series is gonna be about. I've had a couple videos on that so far, but it's going to be basically, about like characters that I wish we could have got more screen time for and that kind of deserved a lot more recognition. And that would have been really cool. So like basically, it'd be about any character that would be, that we definitely want to see more of or hope that eventually will show more of. You never know. It's never impossible. It's always a possibility of things. So, it's not like it'll ever never happen. Like this is a prime example. Kishimoto just came out of nowhere and said, "Hey, I got you guys. Whoever wins the most votes, I'll do a whole fucking manga about." So it's never over. It's never too late. You name it. So but either way, we're gonna dive into the video, see Swagkage's thoughts. I have not done the Naruto character poll list yet. I haven't done it yet. If I were to do it, as of now, of who I would more than likely pick. It's between Minato, Sakuma, it's between maybe Tobirama, can be Fagaku, can be Hiruzen in his prime, like during the, when he was like a legend, all that. That would be really cool to see, so it might be any characters along within that, depth of like wanting answers and information on it, just more from. But it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really fucking hard. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It's gonna take me a hot minute to be able to make a decision, and then just pick a vote and say fuck it. You know what I mean? But obviously, whoever's winning the most votes, why in God's name would I even vote for someone that's like at 20%, and then let's say Minato's like at fucking 80, or Sasuke's at fucking 90 or something. Obviously, I might as well pick between Minato or Sasuke because it's not, my vote's not going to make a difference if I'm over here picking some other character that I really, really want to see because they don't really have that much on, but everybody just wants to see this character, So that's the only thing that kind of sucks about this whole vote thing. I'm hoping eventually Kishimoto decides to maybe do like a series or something, just to do like a certain set amount of characters, individuals that we want to see more of or more from. That would be really cool. I'm really hoping that he eventually does something like that to where we get more information. You know what I mean? Like even like being able to see things like that, the off-screen stuff, like when Hidan and Kakuzu fought the Two Tails, or when Tobirama fought Kin and Gin. You know what I mean? Things like that. Like, I really hope we get to eventually have something of a type of a series to show that type of stuff. Like, if this is just gonna be a one-time thing, that's gonna really kind of be disappointing and suck. But then again, when we talk about reality and being realistic, obviously, you're talking about a guy that has to draw, write, you name it. That's a lot of fucking work and time, so it's a lot, and just for one character to do that for, that's a lot, so it's probably asking too much from the guy, and being unrealistic. But as Naruto fans and as, the community, you name it, obviously those are just expectations we have, period. And not only that, if we analyze the pros, obviously he's going to be getting like a fucking shit ton of money. You're talking about a guy that's probably going to be making millions of dollars from this shit. So, it definitely has its pros and its perks. So, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, it boils down to whether if he cares enough for it. But, I'm really hoping we get something like that. Or and even if that didn't happen, even like a fucking what if series would be incredible. Like Marvel does it. They do what if, scenarios, you name it. That would be fucking incredible if we got to see something like that, or if maybe Kishimoto wanted to do a versus series where he kind of did like some Dragon Ball Z Super Tournament type vibes, or maybe all the people that are in like the heaven land, in heaven and whatnot, maybe they all just gather together and have some fights and to see who wins, like, I don't know, like if there's a will, there's a way he could be able to pull it off somehow, some way. So we have answers to like who would win, like Minato or Itachi, or Pain versus Itachi, or Minato versus Pain, or fucking just all kinds of scenarios, Obito versus Itachi, you name it, like all kinds of things. I mean, we would have so many answers, it'd be incredible. But either way, we're going to get into the video. I already did enough long of an intro. Since this is a short video, I wanted to kind of give my thoughts and my, analysis of things and what I really think of it so far and kind of how this makes me hyped to a degree, an extent. But we're going to get into the video. Hope you guys enjoy, and as always, let's get it.
Those things. What I'm most interested in is the first announcement. At first, I was mad about this because they made a big deal about, like, they showed 3 scrolls on the big screen in the venue, and they were like, we have 3 big announcements for you guys. And they opened the first scroll, and it's a worldwide character popularity poll. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna leave empty-handed. They have nothing. I was just like, they really don't have any actual projects? That didn't make sense to me. But then a little bit of time passed, and they said something crazy. The winner of this poll is going to get their own spin-off manga, drawn and written by Kishimoto himself. Now, look, even though I've been hard on Boruto in the past, I've mostly chilled out on it. I think it's fine. I think it's a decent read. I caught up on the manga last year, and I don't regret doing it.
God,
however...
This looks so good, dude. Was that from the Naruto premiere, or is like... Oh my god, it looks so good.
At least in my opinion, Boruto is no Naruto. Ikimoto doesn't do it for me like Kishimoto does. Now, look, I don't want to make this a Boruto video. I don't want to make this a video where I complain about Boruto or talk about why I like Naruto better. That's not the point. I'm here to talk about Naruto and why
if we're being real, Swag's just spitting facts. Naruto is just tremendously, exponentially greater than Boruto from X and YZ in so many goddamn million ways. Obviously, Boruto's going to have its pros. They don't have its cons, similar to Naruto, but Naruto is just drastically better in comparison. If we're really comparing the two, it's like, what are we doing? I mean, it's like, come on now. So, like, if anything, correct me if I'm wrong, like, I believe Boruto was going so bad to where it had such, like, an off trend to where Kishimoto had to get back involved and start writing or something like that. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn that was a thing, that something that happened a while ago. So, like, I don't know, like, Boruto's just not it, bro. And then, like, even for me watching the anime so far, like, if I were to replace the episodes from, like, episode 1 to episode 1 of Naruto and just in comparison, you name it, the whole 9 yards, Naruto's just way better. It's just way better, bro. Manga, anime, you name it. So, that's just me. But don't get me wrong, Boruto has a lot of incredible stuff, and I'm very much enjoying it. Like, it's really weird to not enjoy Boruto, especially if you're a Naruto fan. Like, that's really weird. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to enjoy it in some fucking aspect or sense. So... but either way, let's continue with the video.
About Naruto stuff and how cool this could be for Naruto in the future, all right? So first of all, another thing for those of you who are out of the loop, I'm going to put a link to the poll in the description of this video so that you can go cast your vote if you're interested. Nice. But I want to talk about what I think people should vote for, not, and I swear to God, it's not strictly because anyway, I like certain characters more than others, okay? But it's because I think that certain characters have more storytelling potential than others do.
Yes,
I don't think
absolutely.
There's anything wrong with liking any given character more than another character, right?
Yeah.
Like your favorite character can be Akamaru, Jirobo, Moegi, the Ten Tails. I literally don't care. It's fine. I just really don't want like Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, Itachi, characters like that who already have plenty of supplementary material.
I'm so glad we're on the same page. I'm so fucking glad. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm on the same page. Like, that's why when I was saying in the beginning with you guys, like, I'm really hoping we get more story potential or more writing from characters that we have not seen. aka Sakamo, Fugaku, Shishui. Like, I can go on and on and on. Or just things that we need explanations and answers for. You know what I mean? When it comes to Tobirama, the things he did. When it comes to Heroes in his prime. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, we need these fucking answers. Or Hashirama's death, how he died. You know, things like that. Like we need these answers. We need these fucking answers. There's so much. So I'm really hoping it's going to be something that will obviously pay off and be able to give us, you know, more of, to be able to understand and, you know, and work with. Not, you know, Sasuke or Naruto or Kakashi or, you know, or Itachi, some bullshit. Like, we have plenty with those people. We don't need any more. You know, like I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed if we actually had a manga written about Sasuke or Naruto, like, of what they were doing during the 3-year time skip of training and shit. Like, I'll be like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to see this shit. You know, like, so absolutely agree with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with having your favorite character being shown, whatever, but I really hope that's not the mentality and general direction everyone's having with this type of poll and vote, which is, for once again, one of the cons of why it kind of pisses me off in a way. Like, we need to see more of what we have not seen. Cannot disagree any more than what Swag is saying right now. Like, that is absolutely on point. I'm really hoping we get something that is worthy of our time and something that we actually needed for storytelling or writing itself, or just to give us answers, period.
To win the poll. Kakashi and Sasuke have multiple light novels between them. Kakashi has his own anime Anbu filler arc. Sasuke has his own anime arc, and he's about to get another arc in the anime. Then there's Naruto, who's the main character. The series is named after him. Hopefully I don't have to explain why it would be disappointing if Naruto won the poll and Kishimoto made a Naruto spin-off focused on Naruto. I really don't care who wins the poll as long as it's not one of them. I think Naruto's cast is filled with characters with tons of storytelling potential, especially because so many of them come from different points in time in different parts of the world. Even though the manga is going to be short, I think if the right character wins, it'll be an excellent opportunity for Kishimoto to do some more world building and really captivate people using the setting again. I'll even do some quick pitches based on potential winners. If Madara wins, we'll probably see some more stuff from the Warring States period, and we might get introduced to a lot of new characters from the Uchiha and Senju clans, maybe even other people from outside those two clans who also participated in the war. We could get a more in-depth look into the formation of the Hidden Leaf Village, find out if Madara participated in the First Great Ninja War, see how he met Zetsu, and the series would probably end with him meeting Obito or giving Nagato his Rinnegan. Speaking of Nagato, I think a spin-off focused on him and the other two Rain Village orphans would be incredible. There are a million different ways to approach it. It could start before or after Yahiko died, before or after their meeting with Jiraiya, and I'd even be happy with a short manga
absolutely, kind of similar to like the creation of the Akatsuki, what the game did, which is also canon, by the way. Basically showing like what happens, you know, after Yahiko's death, you name it, and kind of how Obito operates and works with him, and how they go on to start recruiting people for the Akatsuki, you name it. So we do have information like that, you know, to an extent, but obviously, you know, whatever. But I do agree with that in a sense, yes.
The Hidden Rain Civil War that took place shortly before Jiraiya showed up to fight Pain.
Yep. Oh, that's also another perfect example. Kind of showing more detail with the Civil War, with, you know, with Hanzo and Pain, or showing you know, even the fight with Hanzo versus the three legendary Sanin. We all want information from that as well. That is another perfect example of like us needing answers for certain things. You know, so like absolutely can't agree anymore.
Get a brutal scene, maybe even a whole chapter of him killing everybody that Hanzo knows and all of their family members, like one of the Rain villagers claims he did. Minato, it would probably just be a series of him doing cool shit in the Third Great Ninja War, honestly. Yeah. This one would probably have the most fights in it. Maybe it would focus on him.
And not only that, it would also, I think he literally just started off with a word. So I'm pretty sure he's about to say what I'm about to say as well. But if we're going to get Minato, we better get his training shit as well. Like, I want to see like him mastering Sage Mode. I want to see how he came up with using the Rasengan and shit like that and his training. I want to see this man fucking how he learned the Flying Raijin and what even made him want to master the Flying Raijin, things like that. Like, we need a good bit of training, you know what I mean? That type of writing as well. And then obviously everything he did in the Third Great Ninja War. Like, we have all these statements, very vague statements saying that, oh, he killed 1,000 ninja, or he backpacked the war, won it, whatever, you name it. Great, let's see it. You know what I mean? Let's see it and whatnot, and go off from there. So that would be incredible. Like, definitely, absolutely agree. If we're going to go the direction of Minato, if we're not going in that direction, then I'm going to be obviously really pissed. Like, if we just get something that's completely dumb to show with the character or something we basically already knew. You know what I mean? But they're just kind of going a little bit more detail. Like then I would be a little bit pissed off. You know, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like we could have got so much more better with this character, aka Minato. So definitely can't agree any more further there.
Training Obito, Kakashi, and Rin, though something that I'd really, really like to see is him interact with Jiraiya more. We hear a lot about the relationship between these two, so I'd actually like to see them interact. Speaking of Jiraiya, I think everybody would love a Jiraiya spinoff, and with him specifically, there's so much that you can pull from. I'd love to see more of the Second Great Ninja War, the entirety of the fight with Hanzo, the creation of Team Hiruzen, more of his interactions with the Rain Village Orphan.
And then you could probably even be able to get like Prime Hiruzen in there and get some feats and scaling with him. Like Jiraiya, as crazy as it sounds, Jiraiya could actually open up a shit ton of branches. You know what I mean? Like just one main tree. He has the potential to just branch off and give us many, many answers. Prime Hiruzen, Hanzo versus 3 Legendary Sonic, the Second Great Ninja War. So much fucking shit. Like we could be able to get a lot with Jiraiya. A lot. Even his relationship with Minato and kind of their interactions, you name it. So that would be really fucking cool, and I would absolutely love it. I would absolutely love it.
And like I said, there's a ton of stuff that you could do with him. As much as I make fun of him, I'd honestly be interested in seeing like a Tobirama spin-off because, I mean, he's responsible for creating a lot of the Leaf Village's infrastructure. Seeing him deal with all of these complex political problems while dealing with the stress of the death of his brother could be really compelling. Even like...
Yeah. Be able to see that and also get answers on why he created the Forbidden Jutsu to begin with, you know what I mean?
Weird.
Or to be able to see like how he eventually ended up dying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Or to see him fighting against Kin and Gin while he was, you know, with the second Raikage. You know, like to be able to get all that information and be able to have like a final conclusion of Tobirama scaling. That'd be absolutely incredible. Absolutely. I definitely agree.
Characters who aren't even super popular, like Sakon, could be great for something like this. I don't know if you guys ever played Gamma's story in Sonic Adventure, but something like that is what I had in mind. Getting to see the life of one of Orochimaru's henchmen through their own eyes sounds super sick. From all of the mundane horrors of just living in one of Orochimaru's hideouts to seeing the experiments performed on them. Like, I am being so serious when I say that if Sakon wins this poll, or like even Kimimaro or any of the other sound ninja who work for Orochimaru, if they win this poll, we could get some of the best chapters in all of Naruto out of it. Speaking of, an Orochimaru spin-off would probably be pretty cool, seeing him leave the Leaf Village, do all of his weird creep...
I'm being real with you, if this is just straight up editing, or if this was taken out from like the whole Naruto premiere, oh my god, it looks incredible. Like, bro, I would dead ass have this. What I'm seeing right now, I would dead ass have this, like, as my commentary videos for whenever I'm doing like my own production. Like, it would dead ass just be this all the time. Like, it looks so good.
Be stuff, acquire all of the jutsu, like seeing how he learned to do Edo Tensei. I don't know, man. I mean, I think that the sky is the limit with something like this, as long as a boring character doesn't win the poll. I want to sort of create this, like, community-driven, organized movement with the goal of preventing Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, or Itachi from winning the poll, right? But that would require me telling people who to vote for, and I don't want to do that. Like, seriously, vote for whoever you want, whether it's your favorite character or who you'd be most interested in reading a spin-off about. I honestly don't care, and I'd feel like a huge dickhead telling people that, like, they have an obligation to vote for character A or character B or whatever. Even if I had the ability to mind control everybody who voted and make them pick who I wanted, I don't know if I would use it, because this list is so comprehensive that I kind of want to see how it turns out organically. In case you still haven't gone over to the site, it's not like a type in whoever you want type of thing. You do have to pick from a list of characters, but that list includes everybody that you could think of. And I don't just mean a lot of characters. I don't even mean all of the relevant characters. I mean everybody. You can vote for each of the 6 different paths of pain separately. If you really want, you can pick between the first animal path that Jiraiya fought and the second animal path that invaded the Hidden Leaf Village. Want to vote for...
Imagine getting a fucking manga about a Path of Pain character. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, it'd be cool, but I definitely wouldn't want that, though. That'd be kind of a waste of potential, in my opinion.
So Biwa as your favorite character from the Naruto manga? Go for it. Is your favorite character Tessa, you know, that girl from the Allied Shinobi Forces? Are you a huge fan of the daimyo of the Land of Lightning? You want a Demon Brothers manga spinoff? Do you want to see a spinoff manga about the bird that Sasuke summoned to fight Danzo? I mean it. You can pick any of the characters that I've listed, and they probably aren't even the most obscure. I voted for Madara, though my second and third choices would probably be Minato and Obito. I didn't mention this, but I think it would be really cool to see the creation of the Akatsuki, seeing Obito run things behind the scenes. And I want to hear what you guys have to say. Who did you vote for? What was your reason for voting for them? And aside from your main vote, would you be okay with or excited?
Yeah, I wouldn't really want to see the creation of the Akatsuki. We've already gotten like bits and pieces of that in the anime, and we also had that in the Naruto game, which is also canon. What's it called? It's literally was not only produced and supervised by Kishimoto, but Kishimoto made the characters, the skins. It literally went over the writing, you name it. So like the whole fucking 9 yards. Like what's it called? So like it'd be I'm good on like the creation of the Akatsuki. We basically have that. You know what I mean? We have that. Like now, if it was to become like a manga type thing, whatever, just to get more detail out of it or whatever, you know, whether if that's, you know, from a character of Nagato or Obito or whatever, or maybe Madara or whatever, I don't know. Obviously, they all have the potential to show that type of information and branch off in that direction. That's fine, whatever. But like, you know, I don't know. For me, I wouldn't really want that.
For anybody else winning the poll. Most importantly, though, take care and thanks for listening. Till next time, swagkage out. Bye.
All right, good video, really, really good. And I really enjoyed the main important aspect that he focused on for it. And even though he you know, he double backed down. I mean, he kind of backed down and like he was going on in like an incredible way of, you know, what to explain and why. And he was like, you know, but at the end of the day, fuck it, whatever, you do what you want to do. It's like, It's like I feel that I 100% respect and understand that type of, you know, of decision. But I'm gonna be completely 100% honest with you guys. I'm gonna be completely 100%. Like, we need like something that's going to have really good potential for writing and something that's going to give us a lot more answers. That's what we actually need. For anyone that's at least just reasonable and understandable, okay, you know, whether if you're a power scaler or if you're just super passionate about Naruto, or, you know, if you just had all these questions in your head and obviously nobody has the fucking answers, we can only just kind of go off of what we have and assuming you name it, whatever. You know, it'd be really nice to get something that's going to give us, you know, something, okay? It's better than nothing, you know, let's put it that way. And there's many characters that can be put to give that type of vibe, you know, like I said, I'm just going to recap. We have Shisui, we have Madara, we have Obito, Obito to an extent, but like, I wouldn't even really say Obito. I'd say Madara, definitely, Hashirama, definitely, Shisui, obviously, Fugaku, Minato, Tobirama, Jiraiya, Hiruzen, we have we have all like the you know, the shit with the Second Great Ninja War. We don't really have that much on. You know, Hanzo, that'd be really cool to see some things about him and him fighting the 3 legendary Son to get more of that. Maybe Pain, the whole Civil War with all that. That'd be really cool. Seeing, you know, Sakuma Hatake, like that would be incredible. We could finally get some scaling and all that for him. You know, maybe, you know, you know, when I say Fugaku, to kind of see him in the wars, you name it, how he got his Sharingan, Mangekyou, you name it. Same thing with Shisui, all that bullshit. You know, just to get all that juicy stuff. To see Tobirama, him creating the Forbidden Jutsu, how he kind of managed and dealt with things after Hashirama's death. Maybe to finally get Hashirama's death if it was going to be about Tobirama. You know, like just things like that, dude. Like we need shit like that, you know. Like, and even if it was gonna be about Hashirama or whatever, like maybe to even see like him fighting Kakazu, that would be really cool, you know, whatever. You know, but then again, that would kind of be maybe atrocious because then Noodles would probably try to get some scaling from Kakazu versus Hashirama and then do some bullshit or whatever. But either way, you know, like it's just overall, you know, we need to get something that's obviously going to be really beneficial for overall for the Naruto community. That's I can't stress that enough. I really, really strongly do believe in that direction. You know, and it's just something we need. You know, like, or better yet, even like 8th Gate Dai versus all the legendary swordmen. That would be really fucking cool too. You know, to see how that went off. You know, things like that. To see, you know, or better yet, if it's gonna be, I'm gonna be 100% honest. If it's gonna be out of any of the main Naruto characters, like either Kakashi, Naruto, the most popular ones, you name it. In my opinion, it's not because he's my favorite character. Okay. But I do think it'd be really cool to see more of Kakashi, actually. And why, to hear me out, not because he's my favorite character, but he always has this reputation or legendary status. He knows thousands of jutsus. He's mastered thousands of jutsus. So you know what? If it's gonna be fucking Kakashi, we better see this motherfucker like fighting 24/7 basically and learning all these jutsus. You know what I mean? Or seeing him use like various amount of jutsu of him knowing 1,000 jutsu. Like that would be incredible. You know what I mean? Like we've never seen it. Like we always get told, oh, he can do 1,000, whatever. But what the fuck is that? What is it? You know, what can he do? Show us that. You know, show us all the times he was fighting and in the wars and using his Sharingan, and show like him kind of maybe thinking or talking to himself and maybe having heart-to-heart moments with Obito because he thinks he's dead. While he's mastering thousands of jutsu, whatnot, and copying and killing people and fighting. Like that would be incredible. Mwah. I would absolutely love something like that. Okay, so like overall, like if it's gonna be one of the main hardcore Naruto characters, it better be fucking Kakashi. That's all I'm fucking saying. You know what I mean? And let's say for some weird reason it's Itachi, then maybe hopefully we kind of like get a lot of info with him in the tutoring exams. You know what I mean? With what everything he did in there, and kind of get more of that. Because we have information on it, but we don't really have anything like animated or manga written. It's more from the novels and more from just statements or indications from the manga or anime. So that'll be really cool if it is maybe going to be Itachi or whatever. But, I don't really want that because we've seen so much of Itachi. So, like, that's the only thing I'll say, like, if it really boils down to the main popular characters. If it's Sasuke, I don't want fucking Sasuke, dude. Like, we have everything we need. There's too much with him. Too much with Naruto. We don't need that either. We don't need fucking Sakura. We don't need any of that bullshit either. Like, it's just, that's basically what it needs to be, if I'm really being honest with you. The only other thing I can really think of when it comes to, like, the side characters, like, if we're going to get, like, a side character of Naruto, maybe Neji would be nice to kind of get more scaling and feats with him, or at least Rock Lee, you know what I mean, while he's, either a kid, or after Sasuke leaves and they all failed to get him back. Like, if you're going to show things with Neji or after that time, or Rock Lee, or maybe even show them in Shippuden, like, just to get more from them, you know what I mean? Because I really do believe, like, it was kind of a disappointment, a letdown of them just kind of being left in the shadows and forgotten, in a sense, Like, I understand their side characters, but it still was kind of shit, especially if you scale, or feats, or verse battles, or you name it. Or just overall, just writing, consents, like, it was just kind of stupid. But it's really interesting. It's really, really interesting. I can't really stress enough. That would be really pretty cool to see if we're going to get, like, maybe a side character or something. But, that's kind of what you're working with. It's really what it really boils down to. One thing I did that did stand out to me that I didn't really think of as well was swagkage's whole take with the Sound 4. If we were to maybe get something with the Sound 4 or even Kimaru, that would also be really fucking cool. I wouldn't have to really have any more complaints with that. Now, I would say I don't think we really need anything with Kimaru because we got a lot with him from the anime especially, and briefly with the manga. Now, if it's about the Sound 4, that'd be really cool. I think that would be really fucking cool. This is like an in-depth story about the character, how they progress or whatever. That would be very interesting. And obviously could branch off to many things as well to show, maybe more things with Orochimaru, you name it. But, overall, like, that's kind of where I'm at so far with all this. I'm really hoping this comes out in some really big overall and general consensus, like, of a benefit for everybody in the Naruto community. I'm really hoping it's not something dumb. Like, I swear to God, if we were to get, like, something about, like, Konohamaru, or we were to get, like, about a path of fucking pain, or Sasuke, or Naruto, or whatever, like, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it, bro. So, like, I understand about people picking their favorite characters. I understand about people, whatever, but, like, this isn't about the most, this isn't a poll for, like, who's the most popular, or who do you love the most, or whatever. It's a poll about who do you want actual writing for. Meaning, like, to be given answers, to be given more feats, more statements, more scaling, more story. Like, out of all people, who do you really want that for? This is a big fucking deal. This is as close as you're going to get for maybe a what if series, as close as you're going to get for a versus battle series, as close as you're going to get for fucking maybe a Naruto Shinobi Legend series of us getting answers that we never had answers to this day, that we can only really speculate or really go off from. So this is a really big deal and very important. I really hope people can realize that. You know, I tremendously wish my channel was a lot more bigger. This way this video can be able to reach out to a lot more people, but at least swagkage kind of did that for me. And we're talking about a guy that has millions of subs, so he's going to be able to kind of, you know, really make an impact with the Naruto community. So that, as long as there's someone out there that kind of makes this type of message given, great. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I don't want to have to worry about that. But, you know, I'm really hoping anybody that sees this video kind of takes that into consideration and understands the importance of that. It'd be really, really awesome and really, really incredible. But we're going to end the video here and conclude. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. And obviously, especially for the comments, comment down who you voted. Let me know who you voted and why and your reasons. Okay, and then subscribe for more content. Subscribe to guys on the channel. And if and just anything in general as well, like just what do you want from Kishimoto, or just, you know, from Naruto? Like, what do you really want that we all, you know, that you've been thinking about? Do you really want a what if series like Marvel does? Do you really want a versus battle series? Do you really want, you know, just a Naruto Shinobi Legends series of just basically talking about characters that didn't have the most writing or most, you know, or most storytelling or whatever, or just answers for, you know? Like, really let me know. And I really greatly appreciate it. I'll read it. I'll check it out. I'll always respond as I normally do. And see you guys in the next video. Peace.